Welcome in live here, YouTube, on Recruitlings for the final match day of the Chicago House Women Wpsl season. We thank you for joining us. I'm Alex Campbell. They take on Milwaukee City AFC, and I'm joined by Milwaukee City head coach Lana Sapania.
Hello.
Lana, final day of the season for you guys. I think the big overall theme, if maybe not the record your team would have wanted, it's been certainly a stronger second half to the season as things have gone on. What have you seen improve for your team over the course of this summer?
Well, we're a team of very young D3, mostly D3 players, so them finding that chemistry later on in the second half of the season, like you said, was the more important thing, and I think we're trending very positively. So it just took a little bit, but they've all become great friends, and that's what we're here to do.
Coming off the first win of the season, 3-2 last week on the road in Chicago, coming back down south this weekend, back in the heat. What do you hope to carry over from last weekend into this afternoon's game?
I think the big takeaway from last week was the fun that we had. So as long as our energy is up on the bench and on the field, I think we're going to do great.
First year, in this league for this team. When these girls go back to, their day-to-day lives, go back to their college teams over the coming weeks, what do you hope they're taking with them from this season?
It was just important for them to get more time playing so they could be better off in their fall season that's coming up and then come back even stronger next year.
Sounds good. We'll love that as a goal. Good luck today. Lana Sapania, thanks so much for giving us a few minutes, and we'll see your team out on the pitch here shortly.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we're going to do another one of our walk and talks as we go find JJ Ruane. It is pretty tough on Chicago House women, who, if they win today, will secure a winning season. That they've kind of been out of the postseason contention for a while. Of course, Milwaukee Torrent have led wire to wire again this year. Not as dominant as they were last season, but still took first place week one, have not relinquished it. Bavarian United have given them a pretty good run for their money. They're going to finish second. House and Green Bay Glory will be third and fourth in some order. And the reality is this division of the WPSL has had a really strong top four this season, and I think when we go into next year, Chicago House will really be looking to make that a strong top three and contend for the top of this division. Last game of the season for them today, no matter what. Again, they set at the beginning of the season a goal of finishing above 500, as Coach Ruane told us on Friday night, and again, a win today against a team they've already defeated 7-0 up in Milwaukee earlier this season, and that's what we're going to have here. Pretty similar lineup today for Coach Ruane, only a couple of changes, pretty attacking, so we'll see what they can do, as we are, of course, always appreciative of Coach Ruane's time. Coach, thanks for talking to us. Final day of the season. I know we talked to you on Friday, so reflecting on that game, only 3 goals on the board, but it felt more dominant than that. What did you like out of your team on Friday night?
I think we did a really good job keeping possession of the ball, trying to make them work to get the ball back. Unfortunate probably not to score a couple more goals. We created a lot of chances, really found some advantages out in the width that worked for us, and just didn't score as many as we probably should have.
So 2 home games ago, and we talked to her about this post-game. Alexis Suptela had a couple chances early in that game that didn't work out. She scores twice in the opening 11 minutes on Friday. From a coach's perspective, how big was that to see her, be able to make up, so to speak, for chances she felt she didn't finish and be so dominant early in that game?
I think one of the things that we talk about a lot with the girls is resiliency. And when things don't go right, how are you going to react? And obviously, I think she reacted exactly how we would like her to. And it goes to all the players as well. When they make mistakes, can they bounce back right away? Especially when they're preparing for their college season, it's important to make sure that they do that when they're going to be playing in 3-4 months. So it starts here, and she did a really good job of making sure that she hammered them home.
Obviously, your team wants to win today. Like any game, it would also get you over 500. Obviously, you want the girls to go out and have fun today. As this summer season finishes up, what emotions, what thoughts do you want to be on these players' minds as they wrap up this summer of soccer?
That hopefully it's prepared them for the season that's coming. I think one of the big things is to think about the game a little bit differently. Hopefully Katie and I have done a good enough job to start to open their minds a little bit to how to play a little bit differently, but also I think just to have a good time today, support each other, go have fun, work hard. Obviously the heat's going to be a factor today, but treat it as just you would any other day.
And then for you, I'm curious, again, you've been in this game a long time, you've known a lot of these players a long time through coaching at Sockers. What's this summer been like for you? What have you gotten out of the last couple of months?
It's been a whirlwind between going from youth soccer into semi-professional soccer, but this challenge has been really good for me personally. But overall, I think just being around the girls every day, bringing them together, trying to expose them to different things, keeping it competitive in training and within the games have been really, really good to see. There's been very, very positive tracks going forward. So
certainly has been positive. It's been enjoyable to watch, and hopefully we've got an enjoyable final 90 minutes of the summer coming up next.
I hope so.
Coach Ruane, thanks as always for your time. And we'll take one quick break here on Recruitlings. Kickoff is coming up soon of the Chicago House Women's season finale. Stick with us right here on Recruitlings.
Megan Bergman, defender.
Olivia Chianelli, midfield.
Aleyia Cisneros, defender.
Hi, I'm Addison Coval, and I'm a defender.
Hi, I'm Gracie Cwik, and I'm a defender.
Hi, I'm Shayna DaSilva, and I'm a midfielder.
Hi, I'm Veronica Davila, and I'm a center midfielder.
Ella Duckman, midfield.
Hi, I'm Danielle Fjeldsted, and I'm a midfielder.
Mary Fornelli, defender.
Abby Haskell, goalkeeper. Chloe Kirsten, outside back. Sophie Kirsten, center midfield. Brooklyn Ludwig, midfielder.
Maggie Maher, forward.
Hi, I'm Lauren Richards, and I'm a defender.
Skylar Reese, defender. Emily Rossi, forward.
Hi, I'm Ella Rucka, and I'm a defender.
Louisa Schreiber, forward.
Kya Trejo, outside back. Caitlin Yurkovich, goalkeeper. Katie McCue, assistant coach.
JJ Ruane, head coach.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information. Welcome to Women's Premier Soccer League. Tonight, Chicago House AC hosts Milwaukee City AFC, live from Langhorst Field at Elmhurst University. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings.
It's game time.
Starting lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Milwaukee City AFC. Number 00, Paige Sanchez. Number 3, Nadia Epstein. Number 4, Sam Fleischman. Number 6, Ava Fox. Number 10, Kylie Kuchera. Number 11, Faith Papazoglu. Number 15, Sammy Shaver. Number 16, Jenny Fuller. Number 23, Rachel Klemecki. Number 25, Alexis Gemiola. And number 37, Sammy Anderson. Milwaukee is head coached by Lana Sapagna. And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago House. Number 0, Abby Haskell. And number 16, Lauren Richards. Number 8, Skylar Reese. Number 95, Mary Fornelli. Number 3, Aleyia Cisneros. Number 4, Danielle Fjeldsted. Number 9, Shayna DaSilva. Number 10, Sophia McMillan. Number 15, Louisa Schreiber. Number 18, Emily Rossi. And number 29, Alexis Suptela. Head coach of the Chicago House is Jay Ruane. House fans, please welcome Royce Romani, founder of the Give and Go Foundation, as she performs the ceremonial first kick to get the game started. Play ball.
Good afternoon and welcome to the season finale of Chicago House AC Women and their play in the WPSL here in 2025 on this steamy Sunday afternoon at Langhorst Field in Elmhurst, Illinois, as House host Milwaukee City AFC, also playing their final match of the summer. Thanks for joining us live on YouTube here on Recruitlings. I'm Alex Campbell. House looking with a win today to finish the summer above 500. Milwaukee City, having picked up their first win of the season last weekend, looking to keep that good form rolling to end their summer. JJ Ruane making just one lineup change from Friday night's 3-0 victory here over Chicago Kicks, and that is that Louisa Schreiber replaces Olivia Chianelli. Expecting Schreiber to play off the left wing, while Danielle Fjeldsted will likely be the lone holding midfielder Shayna DaSilva and Sophia McMillan filling out that midfield. Abby Haskell's in goal. Mary Fornelli, Lauren Richards, the captain Skylar Reese, and Aleyia Cisneros are across the back line. Alexis Suptela and Emily Rossi join Schreiber in the front line. House on the season, 16 goals, 12 conceded in their 11 matches played. Milwaukee City, meanwhile, had a really tough start to the year and figured things out as it's gone, but their tally stands at 7 goals for and 40 against. Five of those 7 goals having come in games against Chicago Kicks, who house defeated on Friday night. Those two teams trading 3-2 results, with the away team winning 3-2 in each occurrence. So Milwaukee looking to make it back-to-back successful trips to Chicagoland. And we are underway here in Elmhurst. Thanks again for joining us. House in their green kits today with the black shorts going left to right. Abby Haskell, the keeper, in all orange. Milwaukee in their all gold kits. Their goalkeeper, Paige Sanchez, in all lime green. Go through the formation for Milwaukee as soon as we've got it. That's cleared away by Haskell into the feet of Schreiber. Good step there by Sophia McMillan. Breaking that up is Rachel Klemecki, the Milwaukee captain. This is kept in on the far side, though, by Aleyia Cisneros. This is Lauren Richards, the North Central College center back, out to Mary Fornelli of Loyola. Fornelli, who will be joining the Ramblers as a freshman this fall.
Yeah, it's smart. He's probably got an ice bucket, too.
Down the far side. Cisneros can't quite keep that in play. It's out for a throw.
See? Get a wicking shirt, dummy. I do.
Cleared away by Milwaukee as Haskell and Reese more than have that cover between the two of them. Fornelli just going right past Kuchera. Here's Rossi, scored in stoppage time to put a punctuation mark on Friday. Shayna DaSilva into the area. DaSilva onto her right. DaSilva dragged her shot wide.
Be ready, Andy.
Quickly one back by House. Here's Schreiber.
You know what, Andy? Maybe I pick up a digital card machine this year. Maybe for next year. That's how you do it.
Still trying to nail down the Milwaukee lineup. There's one number that is evading me out there on the field, and these white numbers on the yellow jerseys, not exactly the easiest thing to read. Out to the near side, giving chase is the left back. That's Jamiola, out for a house throw. Skylar Reese, all the way through the lines, but cleared back the other way by Sammy Anderson. And now Reese under some pressure from Nadia Epstein. Epstein with a goal in each of those games against Chicago Kicks. The sophomore at UW Oshkosh. DaSilva. McMillan exchanging passes with Richards, looking out wide. Here's Fornelli. A little bit heavy on that, but McMillan, the rising senior at Fremd, able to recover. Milwaukee staying really compact here against the ball so far. Fjeldsted into the feet of Schreiber, who took a bump and goes back to the safety of Richards. House being forced to be patient here in the early going. Rossi dropping deep. Fjeldsted. Here's Fornelli finding some space wide to the right. Fornelli up against Jamiola. Fornelli to the end line. Her cross right across the face. Out of the reach of both a crashing Suptela and the goalkeeper Sanchez. So for Milwaukee City, it's Paige Sanchez in goal. It's a back four from right to left of Sam Fleischman, Sammy Anderson, Sammy Shaver, bit of a Samantha theme there on the back line, and Alexis Jamiola. In midfield, the most defensive is Rachel Klemecki, with Ava Fox and Faith Papazoglu just ahead of her. Jenny Fuller is on the right wing. Kylie Kuchera is on the left, as this is crossed in, flicked on, and then away. And the striker is Nadia Epstein. Cleared away again by the visitors, out for a house throw on the far side. On the bench today, first for Milwaukee, they have Shea Wolf, Bree Bizdauka, Hadley Ostrenga, and Clara Farley. For House, it's Jay Arballo, Gracie Cwik, Maggie Drake, Maggie Maher, Brooklyn Ludwig, and Megan Bergman, as this rolling shot is scooped up by Sanchez, rising senior at MSOE, the Milwaukee School of Engineering. 22 starts this past year for her, with a goals against average of 1.14. Reese forced backwards on the turn. House are able to be patient like this in possession because really only Epstein is pressing from the front. And so that seems to always leave one of the House center backs wide open. But a Milwaukee team that opened their season with a 10-0 loss to crosstown Milwaukee Torrent. They've improved so much since then. Also had a 7-0 loss to this House team. And that's a big credit to Lana Sapania in this first season in the WPSL for Milwaukee City and the work she's been able to do with this team. Mary Fornelli, low cross driven, and then sent away by Anderson. Fjeldsted. Fornelli. Fornelli, left-footed cross to the top of the area. Is away by Shaver, and a speculative effort from distance. Was that kept in? It was not, and I don't know if that shot was even blocked in the first instance. Not sure Sanchez made the right decision there. It's going to be a cheaply conceded corner here as the clock crosses 9 minutes. for Chicago House, the first for either team today. Shayna DaSilva over to take the outswinger. DaSilva toward the far post. Came off the crossbar. Stayed in play. Fjeldsted. DaSilva infield, no one there. Klemecki trying to get away. Onto the loose ball, Suptela coming off a 2-goal performance on Friday night. Blocked by Fox. And then an ill-advised ball by Fornelli, but bounces right back to her off of Epstein. Forward went Reese, but that was an errant pass and a counterattacking opportunity now for Milwaukee. Epstein searching for help, eventually finding it with Papazoglou. Papazoglou with 2 goals this summer, 1 against Kicks, and the lone goal in a second, much closer loss to Milwaukee Torrent. Fornelli, the good step, out for a throw.
She had the wind blowing in her favor. But both kicks were.
Milwaukee preparing their first change of the day as Reese again gets forward and plays this long for Schreiber to chase, but Sanchez there well in advance. I think J.J. Ruane not thrilled with his captain for going on those marauding runs. I understand the frustration, though, for Reese of not finding a lot of passing lanes and thus choosing to carry it herself. Fornelli, Fjeldsted. Fjeldsted room inside. Here's Rossi. Rossi looking for a shooting angle. Not going to find one here. And went for a bit too much there looking for Schreiber. DaSilva. Cisneros. Rossi on the turn, trying to get it through towards Suptela. Cleared away. Suptela. Rossi couldn't get there. That's a really good step by Anderson. And Klemecki clears. Real thankless task, though, so far at striker for Epstein. Especially on a day where the temperatures are in the mid-90s, humidity is high, and they're playing on a turf surface, which means the temperature of the turf is probably something in the neighborhood of 110. Fornelli. Fjeldsted, good feet. House gonna need some patience today. Another good step there out of the back line. That was by a retreating Fox, and now here's DaSilva. Shayna for Cisneros. Fjeldsted. And again, it's Lauren Richards, the outlet, but House slowly inching forward here. All 10 outfield players in the Milwaukee half. Fjeldsted. Suptela plays this in behind. It's a good run by McMillan. McMillan's cross. Comes right back to her off the goalkeeper, Sanchez. McMillan, Suptela! They waited, and eventually Sophia McMillan picked the lock, and Alexis Suptela has her 3rd goal of the weekend.
For House, Rossi is out.
14th minute by number 29, Alexis Suptela.
McMillan is out. Richards is out. DaSilva is out. And I'm missing one more. Cisneros also out. Fornelli has gone over to left back. Megan Bergman is in at right back. In midfield, it is first it's going to be a water break. In midfield is Maggie Drake.
Maybe not. Maybe just a water.
Official timeout for hydration.
As well as Maggie Maher also into the game.
House fans, Hamburger Heaven, the iconic Elmhurst-based diner at North Avenue and York Roads, is a proud jersey sponsor.
And we're still missing one.
Throughout the Chicago House season, Hamburger Heaven is offering house fans a 25% discount on all orders of $25 or more when ordered through their app. To receive this exclusive house discount after today's game, download the Hamburger Heaven app on your phone, place your order using the special house code CHWIN, that's CHWIN, to claim this discount and order your food. Enjoy your special discount and great food when you visit Hamburger Heaven after today's game. Thank you, Hamburger Heaven.
Yeah, it was 4 subs. 4?
Yep, 90.
Cisneros out, McMillan out, DaSilva out, Rossi out. So, as I suspected, the 4th sub was Brooklyn Ludwig. So it's a high school combo of central midfielders now with Ludwig and Drake. Alexis Suptela has gone to striker. And Maggie Drake will be on the wing, it looks like. Excuse me, Maggie Maher on the wing.
Chicago House substitutions entering the match. Number 17, Maggie Drake. Number 26, Brooklyn Ludwig. Number 90, Megan Bergman. And number 22, Maggie Maher. Exiting the match for the House, number 3, Aleyia Cisneros. Number 9, Shayna DaSilva. Number 10, Sophia McMillan. And number 18, Emily Rossi.
So House getting the lead right before the water break. And now look to take advantage of some fresh legs. Here's Bergman. Out wide, Maher. Maher driving it across, and it's booted away by Sammy Shaver. And so it's Shea Wolf and Bree Bizdauka, the new wingers into the game for Milwaukee. Have to check who's on which side. That ball to the middle, flicked on, right on the goal line. Hit a couple players, hit the post. Looked like it was Drake going in for House up against Sanchez, the keeper. I'm not sure either of them kept a good eye on it in the sun. And luckily for Milwaukee, it went off the post and away. Fjeldsted looking for Suptela, cleared away. Gracie Cwik is also in the match. So House, I think, might have made 5 changes.
Andy, Brooklyn.
Gracie Cwik is already in the match. Gracie Cwik, number 5 for House, also came in the match. So there was a 5th sub in there for House in that last stoppage, trying to ID who that was. Lauren Richards came out of the game, number 16. And so Gracie Cwik is in the game at the right-sided center back position.
Entering the match number 5, Gracie Cwik, as into the match number 16, Lauren Richards.
That pass from Cwik, only finding the right back Fleischman. One back by Fjeldsted, and then she was fouled. Free kick for Chicago House. Out wide, here's Bergman. On the turn. Now it's Fjeldsted. Fjeldsted back for Ludwig. We saw House have to wait 14 minutes for that opening goal. Maher will have a go from distance. That's a good hit. And it's an easy save in the end for Sanchez as it just dipped in time to be comfortable for the keeper. Maher on the press. Maher got a touch. Too heavy of one, though, as Sanchez able to cover up and Maher able to dodge out of the way. Maggie, a rising sophomore at Lewis, played 14 games for the Flyers as a freshman. Fornelli, Drake, and now Bergman. Drake, the rising senior at St. Viator. Here's Maher. Ludwig, rising senior at Glenbard East. And a chance to go the other way. This is Bizdauka. House win it back, though. Schreiber left that short. Good press by Maher. And coming back from an offside position was Epstein.
Selden's Outdoor Living, our sponsor at Chicago House, has been enhancing lives in the home and the community for over a decade. With state-of-the-art equipment, Selden's can provide award-winning design ideas, build and maintain your dream outdoor space.
To the end line, Schreiber, that was poked away, and it will be a corner, I think. Yes, on the far side. It was actually Fornelli who won the corner. Schreiber setting to take this here in the 23rd minute. House lead 1-0 on a 14th minute Suptela goal. High arcing ball into the area. Reese heads it on, and it was well tracked down by Sanchez. Wasn't going to go off target, but a good idea by the House captain. Fjeldsted finding the safety of Reese, and now Gracie Cwik, rising sophomore at Saginaw Valley State. Maher in behind. That's a long run for Drake. Racing Sanchez, the keeper gets there first. Been some good active goalkeeping from Paige Sanchez so far. The Colorado native. And again, just no help for Epstein, playing as that solo striker. Good one-touch ball by Maher out for Bergman. Bergman able to drive forward. Just played that over the wrong shoulder of Suptela. Schreiber couldn't get there in time. Chance here to turn for Shea Wolf. Back for Klemecki. And away by Anderson. Schreiber could not keep that in play. It is a Milwaukee throw. This may be the last game of the season for the Chicago House women, but there's plenty more Chicago House men action still this summer, including Wednesday night here at Langhorst Field and live on Recruitlings as Chicago House's men, having just dropped their first game of the season, first loss of the year. They're still top of the table, but they'll be looking to bounce back on Wednesday night as they take on RWB Adria. That's out of the reach of Epstein and will be the first touches of the ball for Abby Haskell in quite a while. Bergman. And hard to know for sure, but I'd estimate right now possession's about 85-15 in House's favor in terms of the percentages. In behind, that's a good run for Bergman. Bergman took a deflection on the cross and came right to Sanchez. Milwaukee are going to be sending Kya Trejo back into the match at the next opportunity. Anderson all the way back for Sanchez. Milwaukee trying to play out here and so far doing okay, but then that's well shielded away by Maher. It's going to be a House throw. Here's the substitution as Kya Trejo is going to come in, and oh, this is interesting. They're going to take a center back off for a forward. So we're going to see Anderson come out of the match. In goes Kya Trejo. She's going to go to left back, and shifting over to center back is Jamiola.
Milwaukee City substitution, entering the match, number 10, Kya Trejo. Exiting the match, number 37, Sammy Anderson.
And that's in the back of the net for House. Didn't even see how it went in. Cross came in, and the ball deflected around. Gracie Cwik might be getting, no, can't be Gracie Cwik. She's back at the midfield line right now, so. No. We're going to have to look at a replay. We don't know who scored. The ball got crossed in on the corner, and we saw Megan Bergman who hit the cross. Not on the corner, but on that play. We saw Bergman who hit the cross get a lot of the applause. So we're hearing it's being given to Schreiber, number 15, on the assist from Bergman in the 28th minute. So sorry for not more fanfare there, but look down to note the substitution that had just been made, and the ball was in the back of the net before we knew it.
Ball in the 27th minute, scored by number 15, Louisa Schreiber.
And also not much of a crowd cheer because given how hot and just awful it is out, not as many fans maybe as usual here in attendance. In behind with the first good chance of the match was Ava Fox as she put it right at Haskell. Sigh of relief there for House.
No, that was really not a shot on goal.
First real attempt we've seen. And I suppose it's a shot on goal, given that that's what it was trying to be. Haskell, though, ready for it. Good step there by Fleischman. Quick shielding that away. Drake. More subs coming from Milwaukee. Anderson, who just checked out, is going to come right back in. Jenny Fuller going to return as well. Look at all the space for Maggie Maher to line up across. Maher's ball forward. Cleared away by Jamiola. And here are those subs as I think Lana Sapania is just trying to rotate through her players. I think the other center back, Shaver, is going to come out, and Anderson will go back into the back line to replace her. No, so it's Fox coming out, along with Wolf.
Milwaukee City substitution, entering the match, number 16, Jenny Fuller, and number 37, Sammy Anderson. Exiting the match, number 5, Shay Wolf, and number 6, Ava Fox.
So that means a center back has moved into midfield. We'll have to check on that. It's Anderson who's going to play as a defensive midfielder, it looks like. Suptela scooping this to the far post. Dealing with it enough was Fleischman. And then Fornelli takes a tumble. Chance for Fuller to look forward. And the referee's going to usher the players over for another hydration break, the second of this first half. Understandable. We're going to have lots of added time at the end of this first half as a result of this. But again, it is just pretty oppressively humid. It's not the hottest day we've had around Chicago in recent weeks, but it is maybe the most humid day we've had.
As part of our House Fest community. This is a woman and Asian-owned small business right here in Elmhurst.
Goals in the 14th minute by Suptela and the 28th by Schreiber. House with a 2-0 lead. Cruising right now in this home and season finale. So we're going to see a full bench clear out here for Chicago House. Rossi back in, DaSilva back in, McMillan back in, Cisneros back in, Richards back in. It's Reese, Schreiber. See who else is gone. Reese and Schreiber are out. Suptela is out. And Fjeldsted is out. So Schreiber, Fjeldsted, Reese, and Fornelli all out of the match. Just trying to note where all the new players are. Only question right now I have is who is playing left wing.
Chicago House substitution, entering the match, number 16, Lauren Richards, number 3, Aleyia Cisneros, number 9, Shayna DaSilva, number 10, Sophia McMillan, and number 18, Emily Rossi. Exiting the match, number 8, Skylar Reese, number 9,
Crossing position, Bergman, not quite.
Number 4, Danielle Fjeldsted, number 15, Louisa Schreiber, and number 29, Alexis Suptela.
So still trying to figure out, personally, we are one midfielder short. That's Sophia McMillan. Okay. Sophia McMillan back in the midfield. Shayna DaSilva now playing out on the left wing. Save made there by Sanchez. Cwik. So J.J. Ruane managing minutes as much as he can. Same with Lana Sapanya, but Ruane with a deeper bench at his disposal. Bergman sending this one in toward the far side. It's away by Fleischman, the right back. And then Epstein basically 1-on-4 there, and unsurprisingly, House able to regain possession. That's a free kick as Drake was pulled back by Klemecki. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half here in Elmhurst.
Who's taking control here? I like it. Not you, Andy. Brooklyn. I was saluting Brooklyn, yeah.
Rossi looking back to the bench maybe for some instruction here, and won't be surprised if Rossi shoots this. Instead, look at this run by Bergman. Look how easy that was. Bergman's shot is saved by Sanchez. Bergman on her weaker left side there, but still a nice opportunity as Rossi fed the ball through. Bergman, the rising high school junior at Bennett. Got to imagine a college commitment isn't that far in her future. You only see her play over the summer in these games, but gotta say she certainly already looks at the level of a college fullback. Cwik, McMillan, Maher. Got sandwiched off the ball there. Zdalka. And then that's cleared into the Milwaukee bench. They're gonna keep rotations going, and they'll bring Ava Fox back in the match, and she'll replace Zdalka.
Milwaukee City substitution, entering the match, number 6, Ava Fox. Exiting the match, number 9, Bree Zdalka.
Ludwig feeding it through. Maher. Maher, too strong for McMillan, and that'll roll out for a goal kick. J.J. Ruane not thrilled about the idea of trying to play a through ball from the top of the box there with space to shoot. Especially on a day where Milwaukee are playing so tight defensively, might have to take some longer shots of your house. Ludwig. Giving chase, here's Maher. Maher around the corner, well done. Cuts it back, but only into the path of Shaver. Bergman looping this for Rossi. Shaver wins the header. Rossi turning, has some space here.
Absolutely, sounds good. I'll say something about 40 minutes.
Heavy touch there from Rossi. Sees this cleared away. Back into the Milwaukee bench. Gracie Cwik, nice move upfield. Brooklyn Ludwig. Space here for Bergman. Lots of players lining up at the back post if she can find a cross. Bergman's ball in. It's a good one. Free hit off the post from McMillan. Excellent ball by Bergman. McMillan in the right place, just could not make the necessary contact to put that in the back of the net. Very easily could have been 3-0 House. Epstein. Just given right away to DaSilva. DaSilva immediately looking in behind for Rossi. The flag has stayed down. Emily Rossi, saved by Sanchez. Paige Sanchez having a pretty good game, all things considered, in the Milwaukee net. Almost a giveaway there, but well done by Richards to clean up the trouble. Gracie Cwik unimpeded into the feet of Rossi. Cisneros. DaSilva. Bergman. Room here for Richards. Richards, the former Northern Illinois recruit, playing in Division III, but certainly I think you would have to say a Division I talent.
Due to the heat today, our new halftime event will be an open field. You want to go out and show out your own soccer skills? Come down to the turf once the clock hits 45 minutes. Come have some fun.
Bergman. Ludwig. Richards again. House, we saw this earlier in the game, just inching forward as Milwaukee tried to keep the space compressed. Richards. DaSilva. DaSilva looking for a through ball here, but Maher might actually run this down. Forced the defender to play it. I think that was Fox retreating. Substitution. And into the game comes Shea Wolf, and it's a break for Epstein. Ball crossed in. Trying to chest it down was DaSilva. Nowhere to go. Ludwig has a hit! Tipped over the bar. Good save by Sanchez. Good hit by Ludwig. Sanchez racking up the saves here in this first half.
Entering the match, number 5, Shea Wolf. Exiting the match, number 3, Nadia Epstein.
DaSilva and McMillan over at the corner flag. DaSilva drives this one in, flicked goalwards, and then cleared by Jamiola. Gracie Cwik with space. DaSilva playing this ball in behind, looking for McMillan. Here is Sophia McMillan. McMillan, a sliding Sanchez cut down the angle. It's another corner. Maybe the woman of the match so far, Paige Sanchez, 0-0 in the Milwaukee goal.
That's good. I want him sneaking them in.
It's 2-0, but it could be more.
Why am I saying like I'm a total fast one?
DaSilva sends it in low, top of the box, met by Ludwig, but through the uprights and, well, no good in this case. Milwaukee have only had one real opportunity all game. It was off a house giveaway just outside the 18-yard box. And with Abby Haskell pretty well out of her goal, it fell to Nadia Epstein, and she tried to chip the keeper but ended up hitting it just right at Abby Haskell. Only save of any sort the housekeepers had to make. And the only shot that Milwaukee have attempted.
Because we hit the brakes. Look at Alex.
Ball hit long and Haskell out to play it. Epstein's going to be checking back in. Milwaukee players just getting these really short breaks. with how hot it is, just to keep rotation going and be able to get some fluids on board. Bergman hitting this long, hoping for Rossi. Cut out in time by Shaver, given away though to Maher. And now Rossi again as she's on side. Bit of a bungled clearance, and then anywhere will do for Konecki. Substitution for Milwaukee. Can't see yet who the player coming out is.
The clock has passed 45 minutes, and official time is being kept on the field. The fourth official has indicated that a minimum of 3 minutes of extra time.
15 is the player who's out for
Milwaukee City substitution.
Bergman.
Match number 3, Nadia Epstein. Adds in the match number 15, Sammy Shave.
Here's Richards carrying forward. DaSilva for Gracie Cwik. Minimum of 3 added minutes at the end of the first half. Rossi got a touch, and then Drake couldn't find the return. Can Milwaukee find a counter here at the end of the first half? To be honest, they've done a whole lot less running than House have. Nice turn there by Drake, finding McMillan. McMillan feeding it through. Here's Rossi. Rossi spinning. Rossi still. Needed to get a shot away there. Play DaSilva, didn't do either. DaSilva cuts it back. Drake, first time, pushes it just wide. Rossi, one of those strikers who, I mean, she's two-footed, but she wants to back into defenders and then turn and shoot, where that was an instance where rather than turning to her left, she could take a first touch there with her right foot, and she's in behind. Cisneros just skews that out of play, to Coach Ruane's frustration. But as this half comes to a close, Milwaukee probably going to be okay with where this is at right now. Paige Sanchez has kept them in this game. It's 2-0. It could be 5 by this stage. And obviously they won't want to be trailing by multiple goals, but it's a situation where they're still in the fight. Can Rossi make it 3 before the half? Sanchez. Drake got a foot to it. Jamiola only gets it as far as Ludwig. Nice touch by Coach Ruane. And the referee blows for halftime. Chicago House lead 2-0 in this oppressive heat. It would be more if not for Paige Sanchez, the Milwaukee goalkeeper, who's having just a fantastic game between the posts and keeping her team in it in this season finale. We'll take a break here at the half live on Recruitlings. You're watching Chicago House Women's Soccer from the Wpsl. We'll take a break for halftime. Second half coming up real soon.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Halftime here at Langhorst Field in Elmhurst, where Chicago House leads 2-0 over Milwaukee City AFC. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for being with us on this Sunday afternoon live on YouTube on Recruitlings for this final game of the 2025 summer WPSL season for Chicago House women. Goals in that first half from Alexis Suptela and Louisa Schreiber have them in the lead, but a big credit again to Paige Sanchez in goal for Milwaukee City. She's made 4, 5, or 6 really big, impressive saves to keep the visitors in this. They didn't show much attacking intent in that first half, but I got to at least hope this is the last game of the season. I know they don't want to get blown out, but I'd like to see them chase the game a bit. House will be looking to continue to dominate and put an exclamation point on their season with a big number up on that scoreboard. Let's see how they're able to do it. Second half kickoff is right around the corner. Stick with us here on Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Second half about to get underway here in Elmhurst. Chicago House returning to their original starting lineup for their 10 outfield players. That's Fornelli, Richards, Reese, Cisneros on defense, Fjeldsted, DaSilva, McMillan in midfield, Suptela, Rossi, and Schreiber in attack. The one change, just like Friday, it's Jay Arballo coming in goal, the rising junior at Chicago State, replacing Abby Haskell for Chicago House. Got a Milwaukee player getting some serious medical attention on the sideline. Hopefully they're all right, getting like their entire torso wrapped up. That's not a great sign. Milwaukee's depleted enough as it is. So now the second half is underway. We'll check the Milwaukee lineup, likely back to their starting 11, we would assume. Mary Fornelli's on the run here. And is that going to be a corner to immediately start the half? Yes, it is. We see them do this occasionally. Fornelli with her height and speed, basically running a wide receiver go route off a kickoff. And House trying to get her in position. DaSilva over to take this free kick. Excuse me, this corner kick. Heat's getting to me. Outswinger. Fornelli tried to get a foot to it, but it was cleared away. Epstein, who was very lonely up top in that first half. Suptela out wide. DaSilva. Epstein room to turn. Into the feed here of Kuchera. Doesn't get far though. McMillan sprays this wide. Out for a Milwaukee throw.
Foundation is the leading nonprofit that's transforming how people are diagnosed and live with lung cancer through research, education, and support. If you need guidance for yourself or your loved ones
McMillan.
or need help finding lung screening,
Danielle Fjeldsted.
Longevity Foundation located in-house.
Given away, but in the end, it's just easy retrieval here for Skylar Reese. In behind, Emily Rossi, flag is down. Rossi rings the crossbar. Another chance for House. Fornelli. She'll send this back in. Over Rossi. Partially cleared. Klemecki can try to go. Epstein, that's a great first-time ball to the far side if it can be kept in. It is by Kuchera. But just eased off it by Danielle Fjeldsted. Another big chance for House. And instead of Sanchez saving Milwaukee, it's the crossbar this time to deny Rossi. Ball through. Here's Suptela. Suptela's shot. Saved down to her right again by Sanchez. Header won by Fjeldsted. So for Milwaukee, it is Sanchez in goal. Fleischman, Anderson, Shaver, Jamiola across the back line. Klemecki, Fox, Papazoglu in midfield. Fuller and Kuchera the wingers. And Epstein in attack. Fjeldsted in some trouble here under pressure from Epstein. Now this is the House captain, Skylar Reese. Sophia McMillan. McMillan looking for the ball all the way to Fornelli. That's a good pass. Fornelli lining up across. Into the middle. Rossi jumped for it. Open net. Covered back up by Sanchez, who reacted really well to deny DaSilva after Schreiber was actually the one challenging for that header. A crossbar and 2 saves by Sanchez already in the opening 4 minutes of the second half. That's off the referee. Will be a drop ball. Should probably actually be dropped to Milwaukee. It was going to be given away right to Kuchera. But it's dropped to Fjeldsted. Good effort being shown by Epstein, but she just can't press all by herself. This is floated forward and claimed by Sanchez. Oh boy, I don't know if it's the same player, but a couple minutes ago we saw somebody on the Milwaukee bench getting covered in wrappings, and now player with a bloody nose. It's hard to do when it's this humid outside. But you've got to be even more careful in heat like this. How easy it is to get dehydrated. Suptela floats this in. Schreiber tried to meet it first time, couldn't quite. out for a goal kick. Milwaukee City down for the first time in this second half, able to work into the house half of the field. McMillan winning it back. Fjeldsted, DaSilva, space to turn. DaSilva, well-timed ball here for Louisa Schreiber. She's got options in the middle. Schreiber siding it for Rossi. Huge save, Sanchez. Empty net. 3-0. Alexis Suptela gets her second of the day despite the best efforts after another good save from Paige Sanchez. Suptela makes it 3, and Milwaukee City's goalkeeper's got to be pretty frustrated. She's been excellent. Her team has not. And House extend the lead.
Goal scored in the 52nd minute, once again by number 29, Alexis Suptela.
Suptela now with 4 goals on the weekend. Make that 6 for the summer for her. Ties her with Rossi for the team lead on the season. There's another chance coming. It's not going to play for a corner. But that was a great ball through by McMillan. Schreiber picked her head up, saw Rossi in the middle, squared it perfectly. Rossi, a good shot toward the bottom corner. Sanchez came out to challenge, made a great save. And then Suptela, the only one there, she taps into the empty net. Talk about players maybe being able to play at a higher level. Sanchez is playing for MSOE, and I don't know, in my 52, 53 minutes I've gotten to watch her today, that sure looks like a Division I shot stopper to me. Cisneros from distance into a crowd. House want a handball, ref says no. Skylar Reese couldn't squeeze it through. And then it's just cleared 90 degrees out of play. Really hope that down on the Milwaukee bench that Ava Fox is all right. Again, it's hot enough out here as it is to not have to deal with other injuries or medical issues.
She lost the ball.
Miscommunication there between Reese and Cisneros. Klemecki trying to clear. Good step by Reese just to out-muscle Epstein, and then again out on the same page with the teammate. It's Schreiber this time, and it's out for a goal kick. Nice move there by Faith Papazoglu, but in the end, it's only as far as Reese. Cisneros under some pressure, finding McMillan on the turn. House looking for their 5th clean sheet of the season. McMillan floating this out wide, but too much on it for Suptela. That ball just inside the corner flag is a goal kick. This is a House team that went 2-1-5 in WPSL last season. It was only a 5-team division, 6 teams this year with Milwaukee City's addition. Rossi couldn't quite find Suptela. Comes right back to her, though, in the end. Milwaukee preparing a sub. Bri Bezdauka is going to come back into the game. McMillan. DaSilva. Fjeldsted. And room for Fornelli. Fornelli running at the back line. To the end line. Fornelli's ball across is fumbled. It's on the goal line, and it came back to Sanchez in the end. Suptela was in there, as were 2 yellow shirts. And after it came off of Sanchez initially, they did enough to get it back to their keeper. That close to a Suptela hat trick, though. Foul by Schreiber, free kick, and a substitution. And it's going to be the left back, Jamiola, who gets her first break of the day. So that'll send Kachera back to left back and bring in Bezdauka on the left wing. And here's Fjeldsted taking it away. Fjeldsted, just a straight ball forward. Suptela's onto this. Suptela crossing all the way through. Schreiber open goal, and she missed it. I don't think Louisa Schreiber thought that ball was going to get all the way through to her. Probably should be 4-0 House. Best look she's had so far today, number 15. Don't think she was the target of that cross, but great ball in by Suptela. Quick throw in for Epstein to chase. Skylar East, though, does really well again. House center backs haven't had much to do today, but they've done it well when called upon. Fornelli. Lifting it forward for Rossi. Just out of her reach, as covering was Anderson. Bezdauka. One of those players who's not actively playing competitive soccer, but has a really cool job title. She is the U.S. Policy Manager for the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence City Initiative, which focuses on water equity and indigenous tribal sovereignty over water rights, which is a very Great Lakes regional sort of work to be able to do. DaSilva. Silva again looking through. That ball took an awkward deflection. Schreiber in the area. Louisa Schreiber still going. Schreiber dribbled all the way through, including the goalkeeper. But getting back on the line to clear was Rachel Klemecki. Almost a spectacular solo goal there by Louisa Schreiber.
That's why. Oh, so got a corner kick.
As we cross the hour mark, I assume we're going to see one of those Chicago House line change substitutions at the next opportunity, or not long after. DaSilva swings it into the far post. Clear header from Reese. It'll be a corner out the other side. Skylar hasn't scored this season, but for all the efforts she's put in on both ends of the field this year, I think she deserves one. DaSilva trots over to take this from the other side. Drives this in low. I think mishit it in the end. Bzdowka able to easily clear. And here comes the line change. But a water break first. So everybody on the bench is coming in, except Abby Haskell in goal. We'll have to see who comes out of the match. Here in the 62nd minute, water break. House up 3-0, but it really could be a whole lot more. Again, we don't keep advanced stats here in the Wpsl, but if I had to guess at an expected goal value for what we've seen from Chicago House today, I'd probably put it right around 6. Sanchez has just been excellent in the goal for Milwaukee City. I mean, that sequence where she saves the shot from Rossi and then the shot goes in from Suptela. I mean, that's probably almost a goal and a half of XG by itself. So far, let's see what if we can figure out what the changes are, basically based on who's still out there. Gracie Cwik is in. Lauren Richards is out. So that's a change at right center back. Bergman is in at right back. Fornelli is still out there, though, so it's Cisneros who's gone out. Suptela is still in, as is Schreiber, but Rossi is out.
Chicago House substitution, entering the match, number 5, Gracie Cwik. Number 17, Maggie Maher.
And McMillan is still in midfield, which means Fjeldsted and DaSilva have gone out.
Exiting the match for the House, number 15, Louisa Schreiber. Number 4, Danielle Fjeldsted. Number 9, Shayna DaSilva. Number 3, Aleyia Cisneros. And number 16, Lauren Richards. The new goalkeeper for the second half of the House is number 1, Jay Arballo.
Yep. Brooklyn, Andy, waved out.
I think I messed up the subs. He's shaking my head, shaking his head.
Time for a new prescription. Was it a pronunciation?
I saw the double L. They never walked me through those.
Fornelli. Back here for Reese. Reese getting forward here and staying forward. Hoping maybe she can get on the end of something. Here's Bergman. Bergman floating this in, and it's straight to Sanchez. Hit long, Suptela and Maher giving chase as Suptela is now playing at striker.
Alex says 5. Alex, look at Alex, please.
So Fuller is out and Wolf comes in. Bergman. Couldn't connect a pass there. But again, Milwaukee City still just the one shot in the entire game. This follows up a Friday night where I didn't think Chicago Kicks had a single shot on goal in that match. So it's been a very good defensive weekend for House. Fornelli right down the middle, couldn't find anyone. Could this set up for Ludwig to hit? Not quite. Ludwig, Drake, Suptela, McMillan. Sophia McMillan curves one, but not enough. Goal kick. Again, a reminder that House men are home on Wednesday night here on Recruitlings and at Elmhurst. The House men take on RWB Adria. Suptela putting the pressure on there, and it's going to be a throw for House. Fornelli. Going to be an exciting addition for the Loyola Ramblers this fall. Fornelli trying to slalom through. I think this is off Milwaukee last. It is. It's a corner. Louisa Schreiber on corner duty this time. High into the air. Fornelli initially won the header. Skylar Reese is going to chase this down. Great effort. No, couldn't quite keep it in. Get some encouragement, though, from her goalkeeper, Arballo. That's headed away by House, out for a goal kick here in the 68th minute. 2 goals from Suptela in the 14th and the 52nd. Either side of a 28th minute goal from Schreiber have House up 3-0. Same score they won by on Friday night in a game that didn't have as many chances, certainly, as this one has. It was almost as dominant by House, but again, just the shot count tonight has been so impressive, or this afternoon, I should say. Suptela can't quite get there as the feed came in for Maher. Header flicked on there. Good composure by Reese to find Bergman. McMillan. And despite a good step there from a Milwaukee City player, House maintained possession. Milwaukee playing in a way that they're kind of just waiting for House to make a mistake in possession, and House just haven't made many. Flicked out a play there by Fleischman, the rising senior in MSOE. 57 games in 3 years for her for the MSOE Raiders. Did Fornelli keep that in? She did not, and we're going to see the return of Jamiola. Jamiola, who we've seen at left back and center back tonight, is going to replace the right back Fleischman, who hasn't had a break yet today, so that makes sense.
25 in. Okay. We got it. Yep.
Milwaukee City substitution, entering the match, number 25, Alexis Jamiola. Exiting the match, number 4, Sam Fleischman.
Jamiola sporting the sunglasses during the game today, which, if they're also on in a way that keeps the sweat out of your eyes, even better. Zdauka. Ball hit long, onside here is Epstein. If she can get there, she can't. Again, I kind of feel bad for the afternoon Nadia Epstein is having. In this heat, not able to do much as a solo striker with or without the ball.
House has been serving their original double-decker hamburger and Richardson draft root beer since 1948. For customers of
Fornelli launching it long on the run is McMillan. Klemecki's got to be careful. Klemecki, in the end, will concede a corner, which might have been the least bad option at the time.
One of the best neighborhood favorite restaurant for years, Hamburger Heaven has been featured in newspapers, magazines, and local TV shows. Stop by Hamburger Heaven and enjoy great food, award-winning root beer, and create memories that will last a lifetime.
Curved in, hit goalwards. Klemecki away. Nice juggler herself here for Bergman. Reese. Space out wide. Poked into the area and away by Shaver. But again, Milwaukee can't complete more than a pass or two at a time. Trying to get out of trouble here is Kuchera. Shaver clears. And Gracie Cwik can give, I believe this is a first touch to Jay Arballo. And it comes in the 72nd minute after Arballo entered at halftime. Cwik, maybe the freshest legs on the pitch right now, having done very little running as a substitute center back. Fornelli. Schreiber keeps it in. It just sits there on that light blue line. And immediately one back. This is Alexis Suptela. At some point, I wonder if House would just play Reese as center forward and have somebody else play center back in an effort to get her a goal. Reese, the only college graduate in the squad today. That's crossed by Bergman and out for a corner kick. It's going to be interesting to see, given that it is all basically a college team, if Skylar Reese returns next summer to stay with House for another season. Been such a rock this year at the heart of that defense. The former Iowa State and DePaul defender. Louisa Schreiber to send in yet another corner kick for House. Header won cleanly by Reese. It's off the crossbar. Close for the House captain. Ball back and play quickly. I think that three-pass sequence, that might equal the longest for Milwaukee today. Reese doing so well there, just to shield away Epstein and then draw a free kick as well. Suptela. That's a great ball through on the far side. Here goes Maher. Options in the middle. Goes for goal herself. Sanchez saves. Suptela, a little too much on that. Looking for that hat trick. And the referee says water break, which will probably also see the quintuple substitution for Chicago House. And I would imagine it's going to be the 5 players who weren't subbed out in the first substitution. So my assumption is that will be the end of the day for Suptela, Schreiber, McMillan, Reese, and Fornelli. So it looks like Alexis Suptela is going to finish her season with 6 goals, 4 of them coming this weekend. Emily Rossi with a chance to get a 7th in the waning portions of this game. So Lauren Richards is in for Skylar Reese. Aleyia Cisneros is in for Mary Fornelli. Sophia McMillan is replaced by Danielle Fjeldsted. Suptela and Schreiber are replaced by Rossi and DaSilva. Milwaukee center backs, the last 2 to rejoin the field of play here.
Look at Alex.
He's ready to down.
DaSilva back here. Out wide by Fjeldsted. Rossi to the end line. Rossi squaring. Cleared away. Fjeldsted couldn't pull the trigger. And that ends up in the back of the net. And right on cue, Emily Rossi gets her 7th of the season. Seeing eye shot. And she's going to finish as the team's leader in goals as Rossi scores in the 79th minute.
House goal scored in the 78th minute by number 18, Emily Rossi. Look at Alex.
4, 9, 16, 18 in. 8, 10, 13, 29, 95 out. 15, 29.
So Rossi just out of nothing, and you know, the way this game has gone, Sanchez might be frustrated with herself that that one goes in, but for all the saves she's made, can't blame Rossi for having a go and finding the corner.
Excuse me, entering the match, number 8, Skylar Reese. Number 10. I messed up.
Look again, look again.
Okay. I got it. Thank you.
DaSilva.
Got it, Andy?
Richards. DaSilva. Here for Rossi, that's a good ball. Rossi wanted to square it, blocked. Rossi tries again, and Sanchez claims. Sanchez hits it long, no one moving out there. Brooklyn Ludwig claims, and here's Danielle Fjeldsted. Lifted behind by Cwik. Bergman on the chase and is onside. Megan Bergman's cross to the middle, cut out. Bergman again. Maher. Maggie has a go! Off the crossbar, maybe the post as well. Rossi in!
That was in. Goal.
That's a goal. Came off the tire inside the post and bounced back out. Rossi's got 2 in 3 minutes. Emily Rossi now 8 goals on the summer. Finishing strong. So 5-0 is the scoreboard now, more reflecting the state of the game. I can honestly understand Milwaukee coming into today knowing they were going to be outgunned and saying, hey, we want to try to minimize what this looks like and we're going to play really defensive. And that worked pretty well most of the day. But then just in the end, House have been too much. So House, if they can hold this, will have kept clean sheets in 5 of their 10 games this season, winning all but one of those games. These 0-0 against Torrent. The other only game they won but conceded was 2-1 here against Green Bay Glory. Cisneros, Ludwig, Cwik. Saw that cut out, but it's going to end up being a nice lead pass for Megan Bergman. Maher, Bergman. Cwik back here for Lauren Richards. Cisneros, DaSilva. Just plays it down the line. There's no one there, but that's not a bad place for the ball to go. Something we've seen over the past few months become a tactic that I imagine we're about to see a lot of soccer teams emulate is Paris Saint-Germain, the European reigning men's champions, have been doing a thing where at the start of halves, they basically punt. They intentionally try to kick the ball out of play along the sideline as close to the corner flag as they can, just so they can set up the press. Cwik in behind, Bergman available again. Got that pass by the defender, and then Klemecki just boots that ball away. It's going to be a corner. Corner duty here for DaSilva. DaSilva hanging this one up. Ball hits a few heads. Partially cleared, Cisneros. Turning is Drake. Giving and going, not quite. Ludwig tried to send that through, no. Rossi, who always has a green light, chips this ahead. Header one there by Klemecki. And this will be a goal kick in the 85th minute for Milwaukee City AFC. Maher put the pressure on there, and in the end, it's going to be a deflection and a Milwaukee throw. But they turn it just right back over. Bit of a theme of the day. Away by Jamiola. Richards. Cisneros, that's good work. And now Ludwig can pick her head up. Bergman. Crossing opportunity here. Partially cleared. Fjeldsted. Back for Maher. Maher to the middle, poking it for DaSilva. Bit of a heavy touch. And as it bounces around, it's cleared. Gracie Cwik getting forward. Positions becoming less and less defined as this goes on. Jamiola boots it clear. Bergman will keep it in play. Bergman. Crossing. And again booted away. Arballo will come out for a couple touches.
We are proud to recognize a new partner. The Give and Go Foundation is focused on eliminating the pay to play and increasing access to underprivileged youth athletes in the United States. The main goal is to reduce the economic burden that student athletes face. Stop by and learn more from the founder, Ruane.
Just another long clearance by Milwaukee City, who are going to make a couple late changes here as Kylie Kachera and Sammy Shaver will come back into the match. And it'll be departures for Klemecki. And I believe that's Bizdauka, numbers 9 and 23. It's actually going to be Klemecki and Wolf who depart. Bizdauka was thinking she was being removed, but it was Wolf instead.
Milwaukee City substitution entering the match, number 10.
Gracie Cwik just setting this forward. DaSilva.
Number 5, Shay Wolf, and number 23, Rachel Klemecki.
Cwik. That was a good step there by Jamiola. And now a chance to turn for Epstein. Epstein through one defender. Lauren Richards, though, recovers. And Arballo keeps that in play. Given away by Cisneros. Epstein is cruelly offside. Right call, but you feel for her. Two minutes plus stoppage time to go if the referee elects to add any on. I think this might be a situation where you ignore the fact that there was a hydration break. One added minute is all we'll have, so that is basically ignoring the hydration break. Ball sent forward, and Arballo just easy stop with the right foot. This is the longest the ball's been in the house half, even though they've had most of the possession of it. DaSilva scuffed to that touch, but might end up working out okay. Cwik. Richards. Maher got into some trouble there. Can Milwaukee City get forward here? That's really well done by Gracie Cwik. Got a touch in, drew the foul as well. Good recovery by the house center back. And Jay Arballo doesn't look like she's going to face a shot unless something strange happens here. Milwaukee City pressing here late. You wonder where this energy was earlier in the match. Ludwig.
Past 90 minutes, and official time is being kept on the field. The fourth official has indicated that a minimum of 1 minute of extra time will be played in the second half.
Fjeldsted out for Bergman, who launches it long. Rossi's on the chase. Emily Rossi, is there one more in this? Rossi on a hat trick, sets it up instead for DaSilva, and the flag is up. Rossi was on, DaSilva was not, and in her effort to be selfless, the flag came up. One back. Rossi going to get another look here. Rossi held up. Going through is Fjeldsted. Fjeldsted back for Rossi. Never found her as that ball's hammered out of play. Referee will blow for full time, and that'll do it for the game and for the 2025 Wpsl season for Chicago House. The final score here in Elmhurst, House 5, Milwaukee City 0. A big thank you to everybody who has tuned in to these House women's games throughout the Wpsl season. We really appreciate it, and we hope you've enjoyed seeing the growth of this team both year on year and over the course of the season. 5-4-1 the final record for House this summer, with 21 goals scored and 12 conceded. Credit to JJ Ruane and Katie McCue for the work they've done with this team, who hopefully will be able to keep building next season and make a run at a Central North Lakes Conference Lake Michigan Division Championship. We're going to hear from a few players down on the field after this game, but for now, that's going to do it for the broadcast. For Eric and Andy behind the scenes, I'm Alex saying so long from the press box here at Langhorst Field. We'll see you for the men's game on Wednesday and down on the field momentarily with the victorious Chicago House women.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kit that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Down on the field here post-game after Chicago House's 5-0 win to finish up the summer season over Milwaukee City AFC, and I'm joined by the House starting center back combo for the last several games of the year, Captain Skylar Reese along with Lauren Richards. First of all, congratulations to you guys on a really positive end of the season. 2 clean sheets to end the year. How does that feel to go out on a defensive high note?
I think it just means we kind of took care of business and allowed the rest of our team to do their job like that. We're proud of it.
Yeah, I thought we did really well, and I thought we had a really good connection, even though we were only together for about 2 months. But I thought as a defense aspect, we did really well.
I want to ask you guys about, again, your position specifically. It requires a lot of communication. Skylar and I, we talked to you a little bit, over the last couple weeks about becoming a leader on this team. What are you most proud of that, this group was able to do as you think about the way you've been able to work, not only with your other defenders, but with the whole team this season?
I think we've just shown a lot of growth, not only within this season, but even within the past couple of games. And then it's been really cool to see the people around you also grow and communicate as well.
Yeah.
And then Lauren, you're going to be going into a college season, another full college season for yourself. What have you learned from playing next to Skylar this summer? Obviously, you're somebody who I know injury kind of interrupted the start to your college career. Now back in the full swing of things. How do you feel like you've gotten better this summer, and what part has Skylar played in that?
I think Skylar's just shown to be a really good leader, and I'll definitely take that into my college season, which is great, how she talked, communicate. It all started with us, and I thought I will definitely take that into college, which is great. And I feel like she's just taught me a lot, on and off the field. So.
And then for both you guys, JJ told us set the goal at the beginning of the season, be above 500. You get that done with these 2 wins this weekend. How proud are you guys overall of what this team's been able to accomplish this summer?
I'm really just proud of our mentality, and also I came in and I didn't really know anyone, and now I have a bunch of new friends from this, so it's been really cool. And Lauren just spoke a lot of good things about me, but it's been really cool to also learn from them as well. So
yeah, I totally agree. I think we had a really good idea of what we thought we were going to be, but I'm really proud of what we became, especially a lot of us coming back together from an old club team. I think we showed that we wanted to be here, we wanted to get better, so I'm proud of everyone. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you guys again on the clean sheets on the season, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to find the attackers now if we can talk to... Actually, we're going to get Katie McCue in here first. We haven't talked to assistant coach Katie McCue yet this year, so we'll have her come in on the other side here. So, I guess, Katie, just to start, congratulations on a solid end of the season.
Thank you.
How different has this summer been from you? Obviously, your day-to-day job is coaching over at Benedictine, and then you come in to be an assistant to JJ with this team. How have you experienced this summer?
Yeah, I think this has been a great opportunity for me as a coach to really learn and grow and, learn from JJ. I think him and I have really collaborated well together, and working with different girls has really kind of opened up just kind of my coaching career and everything.
When you think about what you're going to bring back when you head back to Lisle this fall and for that season, what do you think are going to be the biggest things that you're going to take from this summer into fall camp for your team?
Yeah, I think just raising expectations and standards. I think that's something that we really wanted with these girls, and I think that's where we ended this season, and I want to make sure I bring that same culture back with to Benedictine.
And then, I know obviously we've just finished the last game of the year. What do you think you're going to remember the most from this summer? What's going to stick with you from the last couple of months?
Yeah, I think just the relationship with the girls. I've known some of these girls over the years, but not really a very deep relationship. And, we've had a lot of laughs, smiles, things like that. So I think those are the memories I'm going to take away, and they made it worth it at the end of the day.
Well, plenty of smiles certainly this weekend. A couple of big wins for the team. Congratulations to you and JJ and the work you guys have done this season. We'll look forward to next year, and good luck out at Benedictine this fall.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, we're hopefully going to have one more chat here when we get a chance. We're getting they're making their way over here. The scores of 4 goals today, 7 this weekend. Alexis Suptela and Emily Rossi, both of who we've had post-game before. Guys, congratulations on the win on the weekend. 7 goals between the two of you guys over the last 3 days. How good does it feel to go out with some goal scoring?
It always feels nice to score some goals. Couldn't have done it without each other.
I love coming back in the summer playing with Rossi, and clearly it shows. So, yeah, it's a great feeling, of course.
I have to ask, though, when you guys make those last subs at the game, are you aware you're tied on goals for the summer and that Emily, you scoring made you the club's Golden Boot winner for the year with those last 2?
I did not know that. I knew we were tight and we were joking about it the other day, but
I did not know
we
that.
like to share.
I did not
you
know
did
that.
know. She did know that.
just that little bit of competitiveness is good. So, yeah, and then I got to ask at the end, you try to set up Shayna for that tap and the flag ends up going up. Decided to be unselfish in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, Shayna's had a great summer, and I think she deserves a goal, so I think it was the right move. At the end of the day, it didn't work out, and I could have finished it, but I'm never going to regret setting up my teammate.
Also, in terms of people deserving to get a goal, was there an effort in this game today to try to get it on the head of Skylar on those corners? Or, and how disappointing was it to see her ring the crossbar right before she subs out?
Yeah. I mean, she practiced that day in and day out. Yeah, in the spring. So she was. You know what? She's getting there. That's all that matters.
Next time. Yeah. Next time it's there.
Progress.
At least she's getting on the end of it and everything, doing everything right. It'll land.
So, obviously, you guys are going to get a couple weeks off now from soccer officially, but fall season's right around the corner.
Yep.
What do you think is the biggest thing you guys are going to take from this summer as you head back into fall season and into camp here in the next couple of weeks?
I think just confidence actually getting some goals this summer and having fun playing again with my best friends from the club that I've known and just getting back on the field and having some fun.
Yeah, I think just smiling while we're playing, remembering why we're playing and having fun with it, not taking it serious 24/7. It is our livelihood, but at the same time, we chose to pick this life, so just smiling throughout the whole process, and yeah.
Well, again, you guys have had plenty of reasons to smile. 14 goals between the two of you this summer of the club's 25. That's plenty to be proud about. Congratulations on a great season. Good luck this fall, and we'll hopefully see you next summer.
Thank you
so much.
See you next summer.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for Chicago House women here this summer on Recruitlings. We thank you for joining us for all of this. A reminder that the men are back here on Recruitlings and at Elmhurst on Wednesday. Midwest Premier League season runs for a good another month, so there's plenty of Chicago House still to come. Congratulations, though, again, to Coach Ruane and Coach McCue on the summer they've had, and this team on going from 2 wins to 5 year on year. Only up from here, you'd have to think, and be sure to follow all these players as most of them return to their college seasons this fall. That's going to do it today here from Elmhurst. I'm Alex Campbell for our Recruitlings crew, for everybody at House. Thank you so much for tuning in today and all women's season. We'll see you for the men on Wednesday and next year for the women. Thanks so much, and good afternoon, and have a good rest of your weekend from Elmhurst.